It's time for the Daily Stand Up Podcast presented by Agile Dad with your host, Lee Henson. Without any further ado, let's get started. Hello, everyone. I want to take an opportunity today on this Independence Day, July 4th of 2022, to talk to you all about what independence means to me from an Agile perspective. One of the things that I like to talk about is leadership, specifically Agile leadership, and the way that they govern or lead their organizations. And what's interesting is I have seen something lately that I have not seen in a very long time. I've seen a resurgence of leadership coming to my courses, which is amazing. I've seen leaders in certification courses. Our number of leadership summits have drastically increased. And what we've seen is that more organizations are starting to focus on what leaders can do to help support their organizations. Much like as we celebrate Independence Day here in the United States, our forefathers, the leaders of our country, fought for what was right and fought for us to have an amazing opportunity to live in this country that we live in today with the freedoms that we have protected. No matter how hot or heated our political climate gets, we always have those freedoms. And one of those freedoms is the freedom to choose. And I want to talk about that one specifically. So, when we talk about freedom to choose, a lot of times in the Agile community, people get confused about their freedom of choice. They get confused about what process they want to lock in or what framework they want to lock in. And they get so hyper focused on things like performance and things like output that they never ever focus on the things that really matter, like impact and outcome. And in order for us to have these freedoms and liberties and things that we enjoy, sometimes we need to stand up for what's right. And we need to fight and we need to push back. And I think it's high time for leadership to understand that in order for them to be a strong, agile leader, they need to start with three ultra easy steps. The first step is to understand a vision of what they're trying to achieve. Every good agile leader knows exactly what direction they're going and what they're trying to achieve, and they can call it out. They can tell you exactly what their goal is. Now, when I say exactly what their goal is, I don't mean with specific in depth detail, but they can say, our goal, our mission, our aim, our strategy is to move in this direction and to do this thing. The second thing that a leader needs to be able to do is a leader needs to be able to have a firm foundation to build upon. So they need to make sure that the people who are on a ground level, who are creating the work, who are interacting with the key stakeholders and sponsors, have the tools and things necessary in order for them to be successful. If they can't be successful, it's going to be a very long struggle and uphill battle to get the things that we need in order for us to have freedom to apply Agile in a way that'll work. And then the last thing that we need to do is we need to figure out, if we're a leader, how to measure impact. And that's so important. So many organizations fail at this part where they're not measuring impact and they're not measuring the right things. They're trying to assess or micro assess every little thing that's happening instead of focusing on the bigger, broader picture. So, for once, I'm trying to guide you to think more high level, think more in terms of what we can do together as an organization to really achieve our goals. And do we have goals strategized, and are we moving in the right direction? And I think once leaders have that, attending an Agile course is definitely not a bad idea either. I know that I've trained lots of leaders lately, as I mentioned, and one of the things that I've heard resonate is that I wish I would have taken this course a long time ago because it would have helped me make better decisions. And I feel like that's exactly where we are. So, as we celebrate this Independence Day here in America, I want to wish you all a happy Independence Day wherever you are. And I want to thank you for all that you've done to help make Agile Dad what it is today. But more importantly, I want to thank you for making your organizations what they are today through the application of Agile practices and principles. And as always, I encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.